What is up, peeps? Coach Kev from the porch. I promise you this will be a quick live. I won't get into my usual talking. As many of you know, I have a PhD in talking, and I enjoy it quite a bit. But I'm here for a specific purpose today, and I'm sure that most of you probably have already learned that there is a verdict in the Delphi case. They're going to come in and deliver the verdict around 3 to 3:30. I've heard two different times. I can't confirm either at this time yet, but this is just going to be real fast. So if you're at work or whatever, get into your people who you follow. Frank's there, Marv's there, Greeno's there, Defense Diaries are there, Hidden True Crime is there. I'm trying to think of who else I saw this morning. A lot of people are out there covering it, so they're going to have uh, a verdict. Now, we're not going to see this on TV, right? The one I always go back to is uh, the jury finds the above and mentioned Orenthal James Simpson not guilty, right? That just comes into my head when I hear verdicts. I remember watching that in school. They let us watch it. And you're not going to see that. You're not going to see anyone's reaction. You're going to hear it all secondhand. So you're going to have people running out of the courthouse. There might be a bunch of people and a stampede running out of there to get the news first. Some of the news, you have to kind of sift through it. There's multiple charges. There's multiple things that can happen. Uh, I hope that the courthouse has peace after, no matter what the verdict is. Respect the legal system. It's not perfect in this country, but it's really, really good, and it's better than a lot of other countries. And he's a jury of his peers. The jurors seem very tentative or attentive, not tentative, very attentive, ask great questions. And regardless of what the verdict is, we need to thank them for their service. They're plucked out of their lives for 30 days, jobs, lives, whatever they were doing. And they did their civic duty. And whatever they say, I respect them a lot, and I thank them for their service. And I hope no matter what the verdict is, no one goes after them. If they want to give interviews, they can do that. But really what I wanted to come on and say real quick, we're at 2:20. This is not going past 5 minutes because the inside of my house looks like someone turned it upside down and getting ready to move. So I'm going to get back to that. I'll be listening. Tom Webster's live now. I'm sure Frank and Marv are going to come back up. Frank, Marv, and Blade will be live from the courthouse. Uh, but follow who you've been following, and three to 3:30, probably between 3 and 4, someone's going to come out. Now I don't know if Gall is going to let people go running out of there as soon as the verdict's read. But we do have a verdict today in Delphi, and it's coming. A lot of us have followed this case for years. For me, it's only been about 4.5 years. For others, it's been since that February day in 2017. I hope justice is given today. If Richard Allen is adjudicated guilty, I hope that he is the guy that did it. If he's adjudicated not guilty, I hope he's not the guy that did it, truthfully. But we shall see. The transcripts will come out after the trial. And I'm sure if there's an adjudication of guilty, there will be some kind of appeal or something like that. I'm sure that'll happen. But that we have a process for that, So hopefully everyone maintains their poise outside of the courthouse, do what they're doing. We appreciate everyone covering this case. I appreciate everyone taking time out of their day. When I see people protest, no matter what it's for, a lot of times I'm always like, yeah, good for you, even if I disagree with it, because we have that in this country. In other countries, people wouldn't be outside the courthouse with signs saying whatever, either side. So I appreciate that. And a day like today on Veterans Day, we really should appreciate all the men and women who served for this country ever. Civil War to what we have going on to now. It's just been a fantastic job by those folks. Ruckus, Frank Meister. I know I'm going to leave a lot of people out. There's guys I work with, Forrest, Brandon, Kenny Forsythe, my old deputy chief who passed away, my grandpap, Snitz Lindbergh, all those folks. I appreciate all of them tremendously. And if any of you in chat will hear or watch this later or are veterans, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you did for me. You let me have a true crime channel. You let me watch the Red Zone on Sundays. You let me cheer for the 7-2 Pittsburgh Steelers and the 4-5 Michigan Wolverines, or whatever we are now. But either way, I've met great people from this. And if I could look at Libby and Abby's legacy, other than the bravery that was shown by Liberty with that phone, catching her killer, theoretically anyway, I've met great friends here, lifelong friends, and I think their legacy should be considered a legacy of love, regardless of what this verdict comes out. It's not going to change that. I've met great people, great friends. All you guys in chat here. It's hard to read, as Frank was saying before, because when you get old, I need a magnifying glass because I'm like Mr. Magoo. Gibbo, Necessary Evil, Shane, JJ Jr. Johnson, Haunted Stella, uh, you guys. Thank you, Colt Jacks. I haven't been called handsome today. I appreciate that. Uh, 11th month, the 11th hour. Yep, you got it. That's how in case you didn't know, that's how they decided that 11th month, the 11th hour, they signed the armistice. Uh, and that's how we got Veterans Day. Shane backed Michigan the other night, -7. Nice. I took them with the regular line of 14.5, but not a lot. Hey, Rescue All the Dogs. Another person is great to meet. Meet some of these people in person. You know, Phil Bond. God, I'm going to leave so many people out, but it was so nice to meet everyone at that walk in April. I'm not going to make the Flora walk, unfortunately, but after this is over, I'm full bore into Flora, and Flora got legs, folks. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and just get the awareness out on it. But I'm already minute 20 past 5 minutes. Goodness gracious, I talk. I'm sorry, but have prayers for the family here. You imagine how we feel right now. Imagine how they feel. I couldn't. And I couldn't, the strength of the Patties, Anna Williams, her family, Carrie, everybody has been just so strong and so kind to the families of Richard Allen, giving them seats in the courtroom and things like that. So I appreciate it. But I just wanted to let everybody know that it's going to be live. I would go Frank and Marv. Well, they're not together again. They might be together. Greeno's there. Defense Diaries is there. Hidden True Crime is there. I'm trying to think of anyone else that I saw. But we're going to have a verdict here between 3 and 3:30. I don't know exactly what time they're going to be in court. Get in there, they'll read the verdict. I don't know if they'll poll the jury, they'll do things. We'll find out after. But it'll be an active night on YouTube tonight for sure, regardless of what the verdict is. Hey, Clever. No, Clever. I've talked about the Steelers real quick, but there's a verdict today. Clever alt name. If you haven't heard, there is a verdict today. Junior Johnson, JJ, that is fantastic. You're going to the Floor Girls Walk. Please take video or send it to me or have someone video. That would be awesome. You'll meet a lot of great people. Jinx and Kathy, they go out and regularly decorate the graves of the girls, and they're two Spitfires. You'll like them, JJ. You'll definitely like them. But anyways, I'm going to leave you guys to it. I'm going to go back into my house that's upside down. Man, did I find a bunch of cool pictures today. Old pictures. Almost make you want to cry. Had a great times in this house. Really, really did. My kids are grown up and they're out of here now, but it makes you think old baseball pictures and coaching pictures and newspaper articles and shit. Yeah. It sucks moving, but it's cool finding all that stuff. So I'm going to leave you too, but I just want to let everyone know, in case you haven't heard, we do have a verdict. I'm going to be checking out Frank. I'm going to be checking out Marv. Hidden True Crime. I'm sure a lot of people will have shows tonight, but I just wanted to get the word out there. I'm not there, obviously, but we do have a verdict in the Delphi murders case, the murders of Libby and Abby. And I have prayers for the family. I have prayers for the whole city of Delphi. And I also offer prayers to the family of Richard Allen. I believe he's the guy, and I don't believe that they knew, even if they didn't want to know. I don't think that they're that. I mean, their lives have been turned upside down also. Not like the families, but I still have feelings for them too. And I hope that everyone gets through this. The jurors, the people that saw those pictures, that aren't used to seeing those pictures, I hope that they're okay. And I look forward. I wish the jurors a great, coming home, big hugs and kisses from the family. Chicken dinner tonight, baby. Some fried chicken, some mashed potatoes or something. Cook good for them jurors. If anyone's watching and your family's on the jury, hook them up tonight, or do my favorite tacos, whatever you like. But we're double the time I was going to talk, and I swore to you that I wasn't going to do that, and I apologize. But once I get yapping and you guys get talking, I get excited, and I like to talk. So, but we do have a verdict in Delphi, 3 to 3:30. They're supposed to come back in. Frank, Marv, Hidden True Crime. I know the Greeno's there. Defense Diaries are there. And everyone's been nice at the courthouse so far. There hasn't been anything going on, and I hope that continues after. Don't rub it in. Don't dance on anyone's grave, man. If you're side one, act like you've been there before. My old high school football coach used to say that when you score a touchdown, act like you've been there before. You're in there dancing around like, oh, look, it must be the first time that kid ever scored. So I appreciate everyone that's in here. Uh, that came in real quick. This was unadvertised or things like that. I don't know if I'll have a show tonight or be on with anybody, but definitely check your subscribers. Make sure your notifications are up to date because tonight is going to be a huge night on YouTube. I mean, there's going to be all kind of content for Delphi. But let's not forget Libby and Abby. Kind of like the defense team did on their closing argument. Let's not forget to say the names Libby and Abby. Libby and Abby, Libby and Abby. That's why we're here. That's why all of us met each other. That's why we have lifelong friends. Even if you never meet each other, we're going to be sending Christmas wishes and birthday wishes and Veterans Day wishes to each other. And at the end of the day, that's a beautiful thing. And hopefully that some beautiful things can come out of this just horrible, horrible tragedy that happened. So I'm going to leave you to. I'm going to get back to my cleaning. Again, between 3 and 3:30, verdict for Delphi will be read. As people come out of the courthouse, that's when we'll find out what the verdict was. We're not going to have a video of them reading it because there's no videos in this court. So, all right, folks, I'm going to get out of here. I don't even know how to get to close this live because I've only done it like this one other time. But I appreciate you all greatly. So have a good Tuesday and have a good thought for all the families involved and the whole city of Delphi. Have a good thought for them, and they'll get back to life as they know it as best that they can. All right? Okay, everybody. I love you all. Thank you. Coach Kev out.